My name is Patrick Frawley and I'm a product specialist for tractors. Today in this short little video I'm going to take you through a basic run through of using our dialogue function in CEMOS for tractors to get our tractor settings correct while we're working live in the field.
So, you now join me back up in the cab of our CEMOS C-Matic tractor looking at our onboard optimization system known as CEMOS. Popping into the menu, you'll remember in the last couple of videos we've already had a look at configuring our CEMOS system for correct use from day one. We've then had a look at our overview menu here that we can see at the moment in terms of recommending our correct tire pressures that we can see here, our correct ballasting, and then also what damage that we might be doing to the soil in terms of compaction. From there then, the third menu that we would use is what we can see here annotated as optimization. This is when we're in the field and the tractor will now be able to recommend the correct transmission settings, linkage settings, so on and so forth for the application that you're doing live and real time. You can see that we have a sub menu here known as the dialogue here, where we can choose that we either want to optimize the tractor for maximum output, so increasing your hectares per hour, or maximum efficiency, so decreasing your liters per hectare. First, today's example, what I'm going to choose is maximum efficiency. Popping in there, the first thing that you're going to see is it asks us to choose whether or not the conditions are either even or uneven. So for example, changing soil conditions, topography, that kind of thing. Generally speaking, I always find it best to choose uneven as the field conditions will fluctuate from here. From there then, you can see that we move on to the actual recommendations that the tractor recommends. You'll always see that the way in which the tractor works is it starts with more simple things. For example, what we can see here at the moment, recommending the GPS pilot is turned on. From there then it'll again move on to more basic transmission settings. For example, making sure that four-wheel drive is turned on, diff locks are engaged. Once it's got the simple things out of the way, it then moves on into recommending more complex things for the transmission. For example, adjusting cruise control values, maybe changing our engine droop values. And when it recommends a change to the transmission, for example, what you will see will happen is it will say, I think that you should suggest to change your engine droop to 28%, for example. Once you hit accept, you'll see that it will adjust the setting for you automatically, and it will then move on to representing the efficiency changes as two different graphs. You'll see a graph on the left-hand side, which shows you output, so increased or decreased hectares per hour. You'll then see a graph on the right-hand side, which shows you efficiency, so increased or decreased liters per hectare. As you're moving up and down the field and increasing or decreasing your forward speed, for example, you'll see these graphs changing in real time, so changing values in terms of your hectares per hour and your liters per hectare. Once you've got to the end of the measurement time, you'll see that it will give you an option for either increased efficiency, decreased efficiency, or maybe it hasn't made any effect whatsoever. You then need to answer this question, and depending on the answer that you give, the tractor will then move on to the next recommendation. The next recommendation it gives you will be based off of the previous answer that you give you. It's quite a good system, and as we said in the previous video, we've had quite a lot of good testing results from this, and we've seen results anywhere in the region of 5.4% all the way up to 16.3% fuel efficiency savings in terms of reduced liters per hectare.
So, thank you for watching, everybody. If you have any further questions about anything you've seen in today's video, don't hesitate to contact your local dealer.